Hello and good morning. Welcome to this Hurricane Michael update. It's about a quarter to 10 in the morning, and Hurricane Michael is getting closer. Oh, and look, Leslie's a hurricane again, to Category 1, 75 miles an hour. But we're not going to even talk about Leslie. We're only talking about Hurricane Michael because now it is up to a Category 4 hurricane, just as I feared, and the models indicated. It is a Category 4 hurricane with maximum sustained winds of 145 miles an hour, minimum central pressure 933 millibars, and it's moving north at 13 miles an hour. So here is the track. Let's go to the public advisory. I do apologize if you hear some noise in the background. This is what I've been dealing with the past couple of weeks. Banging, drilling, and all kinds of noise in my apartment because of construction in the building. So it's been absolutely horrendous. So you'll have to bear with me. Anyway, don't really want to complain too much about this because the folks in Florida, Northwest Florida, are going to be dealing with a really major disaster right now. A potentially catastrophic Hurricane Michael heading toward the Florida Panhandle, life-threatening storm surge, hurricane force winds, and heavy rainfall imminent. All right, and we're just going to read the discussion here. At 7 a.m., the eye of Hurricane Michael was located near latitude 29.0 north, longitude 86.3 west. Michael is moving toward the north near 13 miles an hour. A turn toward the north-northeast is expected later this morning, with a turn toward the northeast later this afternoon and tonight. A motion toward the northeast at a faster forward speed is forecast on Thursday and Friday. On the forecast track, the eye of Michael is expected to move ashore over the Florida Panhandle later today, move northeastward across the southeastern United States tonight and Thursday, and then move off the mid-Atlantic coast away from the United States on Friday. Reports from an Air Force Reserve Hurricane Hunter aircraft indicate the maximum sustained winds have increased to near 145 miles an hour with higher gusts. Michael is an extremely dangerous Category 4 hurricane on the Saffir-Simpson hurricane wind scale. Some additional strengthening is possible before landfall. After landfall, Michael should weaken as it crosses the southeastern United States. Hurricane force winds extend outward up to 45 miles from the center, and tropical storm force winds extend outward up to 185 miles. A wind gust to 56 miles an hour was recently reported at Appalachia Regional Airport. The estimated minimum central pressure based on NOAA and Air Force Reserve Hurricane Hunter aircraft is 933 millibars. That is 27.55 inches. So let's take a look at Michael on the satellite here, and you look at this storm. It really is extremely healthy, extremely powerful, near perfect symmetry, great outflow. Look at that eye, almost perfect. And it really is. We're going to actually take a look at the satellite at different wavelengths and different. Just take a look at this thing because this is the area that's really going to get hit hard here. This whole area here in Florida is going to really be getting hit extremely hard by this hurricane. Really, you see that pink there? That's really high cloud tops. Let's see if we can. Let's do the natural color. Yeah, let's look at that one. We'll have to wait just a minute for it to load. Alright, while we're waiting, let's take a look at this. This is a radar image superimposed with the power outage. Right now, there's only 1,493 power outages, but this number is expected to go up, particularly in Panama City Beach. This seems to be the area that's going to probably get hit the worst. Panama City Beach, Pensacola is over here. Here is, again, the radar. But right now, there aren't too many power outages. That is going to change really fast as the system moves in. And it looks like it's going to really... Panama City Beach, Port St. Joe, Appalachia, this whole area here, Tallahassee, is going to get hit very hard by this hurricane as it moves ashore. Let's take a look at the IntelliCast radar as well. Okay, so here you go. Here is Hurricane Michael, and you can see they're definitely getting into the rain bands in Panama City. And looks like Pensacola will not see the worst of this. It looks like it'll be, I guess they call this the Big Bend area. Panama City, This area right here is going to see the worst of it. Into Tallahassee. Look at the form on this hurricane, though. It is incredible to look at that, how just perfectly shaped this hurricane is. Um, Definitely very impressive storm. Really intensified rapidly, just as forecast. And it's going to be, here we go. So here we go. Here's the natural color visible satellite loop. Wish it got a little larger, but here you go. Here is Hurricane Matthew as it approaches the Florida Panhandle. So, well, you got to pray for the people in this area. They're going to be going through a really rough time throughout the day today as this moves across the Florida Panhandle. There's going to be a terrible storm surge. There's going to be lots of wind damage from these very destructive winds. Structural damage. It will not just be trees falling down. The wind damage will be much worse than Florence. And of course the flooding from the rainfall too, but I think the biggest thing will be the storm surge and the wind damage. And this is going to extend from in Florida Panhandle into southern Alabama, and later on tonight into tomorrow for Georgia. So that is going to conclude this weather update. Let's pray for the people down here as we see another horrible natural disaster. Take care.